50 Shades Darker of Mr. Grey, Part 3. When we got back to Escala, a security agent, Teller, stopped us from getting in. "Mr. Grey, someone entered the garage and vandalized Miss Steele's car," he announced. Could this be Layla, I thought. Christian rushed ahead in pursuit of the intruder while ordering Taylor to keep me safe. "Christian, don't go! It could be dangerous," I called to him. "Let go of me!" I struggled against a strong arm holding me back. He was back a few moments later. "It's all clear," he announced. "Honestly, Mr. Grey, your exes are proving to be quite challenging," I complained. Woke up during the night. Christian wasn't in bed, and I noticed a shadow lurking at the end of the bed. I must be dreaming, I thought. Dismissing my overactive imagination, I fell back to sleep. Later, he was still not in bed, so I decided to go look for him. I found him having a heated conversation over the phone. "Leave her alone. I mean it, Elena." "Morning, baby," he greeted as he felt my presence behind him. "Do you have any idea how important you are to me?" he mused, but suddenly he added, worried. "Anastasia, why did you leave the patio open?" "I didn't. I clearly remember closing the door last night." "What?" he exclaimed. Well, I thought I had imagined that someone was watching me last night." "Let's go. We're getting out of here. Layla could still be around with a gun." "But Christian, if she wanted, she could have shot me, but didn't." "Get dressed," he ordered, while pushing me inside. "How did you know it was your ex Layla who wrecked my car?" "I get this model for all my submissives," he said curtly. "Oh. But in your case, it was a graduation present," he clarified. "Maybe I'm not enough for you, since I'm not your submissive after all." "Anna, you're everything that I want. What do I have to do to prove this to you?" he asked. "Elena told me you went to see her when I left you last week," I objected. "That's a lie. I told you, I spent all my time building the model glider. I don't like to be doubted, so don't push me, Anastasia." "Come, Taylor has booked us a room. We'll stay here incognito until my suites at Escala's are secured." "Oh, Mr. Taylor, of course we have your reservation. May I give you a hand with anything?" offered the blushing clerk suggestively. "No, Mrs. Taylor and I are fine." "Here, have a drink. You must be shaken up because it's been quite a day. I still don't know how you put up with me. You are a strong woman, Anastasia." "Oh, I can be quite strong, Mr. Grey," I teased while pushing him on the bed. I then proceeded to undress him. He complied with an amused smile. My victory over him was short-lived as he flipped me under him, regaining full control. "You are Aphrodite, Anastasia, and I will torture you sweetly and slowly." "Anna, I'll never get enough of you. Don't ever leave me again, because I can't live without you." The following morning, Dr. Green did a house call at Christian's request. "Miss Steele, Mr. Grey would like me to check how you're doing with the contraception plan." "Well, Anastasia, since you forgot to take some of your pills lately, you might be pregnant. We'd better do a test right now. Here, use this kit." After Dr. Green's visit, I was left deep in thoughts. "Anastasia, what's wrong?" he asked, concerned. Oh, it's nothing, I answered. Anastasia, spit it out, because I'm getting really nervous here. And you know I'm not a patient man. Well, for a minute there, I thought I might be pregnant with your child, but I'm not. Shit. I don't know if I should beat some sense into you, but now I just feel like hugging you. Damn it. I owe you a graduation present, he announced. No Audi? Because I didn't mind the submissive special, I argued shyly. Well, I thought you might prefer something different, Christian explained, embarrassed. I have a surprise for you, Anastasia, he said excitedly as we headed for a marina. But first, are you hungry? I'd be wise to say yes to that one, I thought. We lunched on delicious clam chowders. Christian was in a good mood, so I decided to ask him if he knew who his biological father was. I know for sure it was not the crack horse Pim, since he found her locked up in her apartment. The police said she'd been dead for 4 days when the Pim alerted them. I was alone with her the whole time. Now enough about me, Anastasia, he said abruptly. I'd lost my appetite and was fighting not to cry as I thought about his horrific childhood. This is my catamaran, the Grace, announced Christian as I stared in awe. You named your ship after your mother. Why not? She saved my life in so many ways, he replied. You love to strap me in, do you? Yes, in any form, he smirked. You're a pervert. I know. My pervert. Yes, yours. Always. Christian looked so happy and carefree now. This has to be the most exhilarating experience of my life, I thought, along with the glider ride and my experiments in his playroom. I was still basking lazily in the bliss of his admission of love when I yelped in surprise. Get up! We have to head back, he ordered playfully, swatting my behind. Wow, my 50 Shades was back in full swing now. You've been so sweet and romantic lately. I'm afraid I'm forcing you to be someone you're not, I worried. Yes, I do have to fight the urge to control you and spank you, but I'm trying, and it's not that hard, he admits. So you won't take me to your playroom again? No. Why? I argued. The last time I took you there, you left me afterwards, so I won't risk it. But I could meet you halfway. No. The subject is closed, he said, adamant. Back at Escala, we were greeted by Taylor. Mr.Grey, the apartment is safe now, informed the security man. Hi, Taylor! I waved cheerfully. It was fun pretending to be your wife at the hotel yesterday, I giggled. Anastasia, don't flirt with the staff, he iced, pulling me aside. You know how jealous I am, he warns me. But I was just being friendly, I objected. Grow up already, Christian, I thought. Later, what are you doing? He asked. I'm getting ready for work tomorrow. You don't have to work, he stated. Yes, I do, I corrected. I said, you don't have to work, ever, he argued, upset, snatching my clothes and putting them aside. Oh no, Grey, I thought, I'm not giving in on this. Do you think I'm gonna stay here twiddling my thumbs while you're off being master of the universe? Frankly, yes. It's not safe for you to go out alone with this lunatic lurking around, he said tersely. I forbid you, he started, then turned away, shaking with anger. My 50 had turned into a very dark shade of grey. Christian decided to cool off by giving me a grand tour of his luxurious penthouse apartment. The place was huge, and there were so many rooms I hadn't seen yet. This is the security office. You've met Taylor. Wow, Christian has his place under surveillance like a bunker. Now, Sawyer will be in charge of your security while you are at work. I sighed and rolled my eyes. We continued on to the pool room. Do you play, Anastasia? A bit, I replied. You're a bad liar, Anna. Okay, if I win, you take me back to your playroom. If you win, then it's your choice, Mr. Grey, I smirked. Well, Miss Steele, if I win, I'm going to spank you and fuck you over this billiard table. Of course, he then proceeded to make me lose my concentration. To be continued in 50 Shades Darker of Mr. Grey, Part 4.